In this video, I'm going to wind a bobbin for the Howe Stockwell Model A. And what I have done as far as the threading for winding the bobbin is I have left the machine threaded to the point of the top of the needle bar. So it has gone from the spool pin through the tension slot, the tension wheel, the thread controller, and to the top of the needle bar. And then I basically have it going, and excuse the boxes and everything behind the machine, I have it going directly to the bobbin that is on the bobbin winder. And there is nowhere that I can see where I would then be able to put the thread through anything and have the thread move back and forth to provide even tension on the bobbin. So I believe that the operator, me, would just go like this and hold the thread and move it back and forth as I run the treadle. So let's try that and see if it works. Now that's what I'm going to do, but it's a little difficult to hold the tension correctly and hold the camera. So let me go ahead and continue treadling and wind the bobbin. I have to say that it's difficult to do this and keep the tension even. As you can see, I have a small area on the right where there's a little less thread than in the center. And that's one of the important things about winding any bobbin, is to keep the tension even across the length of the bobbin. So this is interesting. There are also times like that where the bobbin actually just stops, and by touching the bobbin again, touching the actual bobbin, it's still held exactly how it was held before, but for some reason it just stops. And see, then you end up with uneven tension. So it's been interesting, but I'm going to stop there because I have quite a bit of thread on there, and I wanted to show you how you remove this. It's so simple. You simply loosen this wing nut and the post moves to the right, and you remove the bobbin. Very simple bobbin winder. This is the way I have the bobbin in the shuttle and the shuttle threaded. I had it a slightly different way at first, and I was having trouble removing the work when I was done sewing a seam. Suzanne from the Treadle On Yahoo email group list said that she has the bobbin thread coming from the underneath of the bobbin toward the right, and then following the instructions in a manual for going through the slots, through the holes, around the plate, and out again. Now, I have it done the way she suggested, and she's right in that I can more easily pull the thread out from the shuttle. And it was much tighter the way I had it because I had the thread crossing. Now, what I want to make sure of, though, is that the stitches come out as well as they have been with the way that I had it threaded. I don't want to give up stitch quality just to be able to remove the work easily. And I think the manual, this is probably the correct way to do it, the way Suzanne is saying. And in a way, I'm wondering why it worked the way I had it. So let me put the shuttle in the machine and we'll see how it stitches. I have the shuttle in the machine. I have the bobbin thread coming up. I have the needle threaded, and I have the needle thread pulled to the side. Put the presser foot down. and start to treadle and see how we do. And again, I don't want to go backwards, so it'll take me a minute. And now what it looks like, the first few stitches there, the whole thing is much looser than it was before. So even though the way I had it before may actually be wrong, it was how I had very tight stitches. But now see, this is what may happen sometimes. I just noticed this had come undone through the thread tension. So let's try again. Before I adjust the bobbin tension, I had it set to sew with a good tight stitch the way I had the bobbin threaded before. So now that I've changed the way the bobbin is threaded, I probably have to adjust that tension. But let's see if correcting the upper tension there helps. Now the stitches are better, and they're tight underneath. There isn't a lot of loose bobbin thread or anything. So that was the upper tension slipping out. Now let me put this down, and we'll see if removing the work goes more easily with the bobbin threaded probably the correct way instead of the way I had it. So I lift the presser foot, lift the needle, and look at that. Comes right out. And that is the issue that I had been having, was my bobbin thread was breaking when I tried to do that. So Suzanne, thank you very much. This is why it's wonderful to talk to other people that own similar machines. Those are great stitches right there. Well, tight enough to be correct. The Howe Stockwell Model A, winding a bobbin, threading the bobbin in the shuttle, and sewing.